That's it. TikTok still daily uploads, and then the rant from earlier, Clips channel, where I talk about like how the meta is not the meta and other frustrating things. I do regret that I never posted the tier list video publicly, because I think some of the conversations with like Chachut and Crownie and stuff was like really good, Sam and like others. But I do like that a lot of things that were heavily scoffed at, obviously like the supports, Caitlyn, Senna, Ashe, like this type of stuff, Bard, right? This stuff was all like heavily scoffed at. Obviously, there's still like some stuff that's like not happening, like Zoe, which is really sad. We never see Rumble get flexed, which is really sad. Donna was like really good, obviously. Like that was good. It's very unfortunate that we don't see like Xerath versus Azir. It's very weird that I mean Azir, jungle champion pool is obviously like very sad. Probably the most sad of the tournament. Just in general, like Rel obviously is very, very, very good. Rel and Maokai are the two ones that I'm at least very happy about. Rel and Maokai, because it's very obvious to see like their power level in the tournament, as well as just the inherent power of the champion. It's very, very sad that we don't, and obviously Jarvan, right? It is very sad though that we don't see like Udi or Ivern, these types of things, right? We don't see Xin Zhao utilized with like double enchanter. And then like top lane and stuff. And again, this was all made at the very beginning of the tournament before.
And
Sad,
people are
sad,
saying
sad,
Lee Sin and Belbeth were going to be S tier.
Yeah, Lee Sin and Bel'Veth, yeah, absolutely fucking garbage, man. People just don't know what the fuck they're talking. They never do about tier lists, right? I mean, pro players, it's just a popularity contest. I mean, it always fucking is. You'll be very hard pressed to find actual pros that properly evaluate champions' power levels because they don't know what makes a good champion. I don't know. I think that's an interesting question, right? I mean, Sam was there at like C9 when we had that conversation, like what makes a champion good. And when you ask people that question, it's interesting, and that a lot of answers will always just come down to results based. They won't actually be able to contextualize what makes the champion good, right? Whereas like you can go through things that obviously inherently make like a lot of these champions very good. Like if you go through the explanation of like why Rumble's good, you can go through like durability patch was like very beneficial for Rumble, right? Because of like scrap shield, and because the durability means that his sustained trades inside of lane inherently make him stronger, right? His base AP ratios violate the game. They should not be as high as they are. His base damages are too high. His base stats are too high relative to what the champion does. His range on his abilities is actually too high, and what that allows him to do with like spacing in the majority of the matchups, right? His flexibility and these types of things. You can go step by step, and you can break down and contextualize what makes him actually good, and then you can then go a step further and ask like what answers it, and then you can see that the answers are more narrow and require like more specific things, right? They're not as wide arching as certain things. Obviously, we're seeing like we are seeing some really dumb stuff like Kalista B1, because that's just obviously dog shit terrible. But anyways, that is pretty much it. We'll talk about more of this stuff and more. Yeah, we'll talk about this type of stuff and more on the talk with Rudy and Don Jake and whatnot. And that is pretty much it. I'm gonna go now because I